Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's continue with the depreciation now, and we are into depletion method now. As we have been discussing, there are multiple ways of calculating depreciation, and one such method, what we are going to discuss, is depletion method. That is very simple method actually. It is an extension of, I'll say that the machine hour method, machine hour or units produced method, right? That's what we saw in the last class. Machine hour method or unit produce method. So this is just an extension of it. Only thing is, the difference is depletion method is normally used in case of large mines where the depreciation can be calculated. Let's say, for example, the total capacity of the mine, like coal mine, let's say it is predominantly used in case of large mines or where extraction happens, or natural resources, etc. So where it is available, and it is available for a set restricted period, like say for 50 years, etc., where the deposits of coals can be extracted. So the depreciation has to be charged. See, suppose for example, the coal mine has got a capacity of say around 1 million tons, right? Coal mine has got a capacity of 1 million tons, and it can be extracted over a period of 50 years. So the depreciation can be charged depends upon the quantity extracted, depends upon the coal extracted. Like an same oil well, where the capacity is to have say around 1 million cubic feet of gas, natural gas, right? So, and this 1 million cubic feet of natural gas can be extracted over a period of 15 years. Then the depreciation has to be charged based for 15 years, basis the number of cubic feet of gas extracted, right, from the gas field. So it is used, and then the calculation is based on the quantity extracted. So very simple. Suppose this year we have extracted, for example, the cost of leasing of mine is say 1 lakh, and the coal deposit available in the mine is say 10,000 tons, right? 10,000 tons. The extraction for year 1 is say 2,000 tons, and for year 2 it is 1,000 tons. So depreciation will be charged as like depreciation will be charged at 1 lakh into 2,000 divided by 10,000, right? That's for year 1. Year 1 will be rupees 1 lakh, which is the cost of the mine, into 2,000 tons which got extracted, divided by total deposits available 10,000. That is will be the depreciation that will charge. Year 2, it will be charges like 10,000, so 1 lakh into 1,000 tons extracted divided by 10,000 total deposit available. That's how the depreciation will be calculated. Now let's get into an illustration to explain this. I'm in illustration 9. Illustration 9. Like so, Mr. Surya took lease of a quarry on 1/1/2013 for rupees 1 crore. As per technical estimate, the total quantity of mineral deposit is 2 lakh tons. Depreciation was charged on the basis of depletion method. Extraction pattern is given on the following table. So quantity of mineral extracted. Let's put it to the quantity. First year to bank account, to bank, because that is the cost of lease. So that's the cost of lease, and let me put it into the formula style here, right? So it's 1 crore. The total cost paid is 1 crore. And now let's put the depreciation for year 1 by depreciation. by depreciation. Depreciation will be calculated at the basis of extraction. So 2000 tons extracted, the total deposit is 2 lakh tons. So it's equal to depreciation is equal to 1 crore. Let me take this. 1 crore into 2000 divided by 2 lakhs. So depreciation for year on will be 1 lakh. 1 lakh. So the balance balance carried down. Balance carried down is 1 crore minus 1 lakh. That's 99 lakhs, right? 99 lakhs. Then the beginning balance brought down is equal to 99 lakhs. This is the balance brought down. Balance brought down. This is, we are in year 2. Year 2. We are in year 2. Balance brought down. So by depreciation, let me calculate this also. Like what is the extraction? 10,000 tons, right? Year 2, the extraction is 10,000 tons. So year 2 depreciation is 4,95,000. Year 2 extraction is no. So we are not in diminishing balance. So year 2 extraction will be 308. The total amount paid is 1 crore and extraction is year 2 is 10,000 tons. So the total depreciation is equal to 5 lakhs. And the balance brought down is equal to 99 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. Right? Now let's go into year 3. Year 3 beginning balance is 94 lakhs. Right? And we are in year 3. We are in year 3. So balance brought down is 94 lakhs and the depreciation is number of tons is equal to 15,000 tons extracted. So the depreciation for year 3 will be 7,50,000. 7,50,000 and balance carried down is equal to, hope you are following me, right? So I'm just taking the beginning balance for the year and then deducting the depreciation here. So how this beginning balance, so depreciation is calculated based on the original cost of the lease, 1 crore. And the depreciation is calculated basis the number of tons extracted. So 2,000 tons, here it is 10,000 tons and here it is 15,000 tons that got extracted. So the depreciation is charged based on the total tons extracted. Very similar to the machine hour method, right? Very similar to the, but it is at a higher level, higher scale when it is involving qualities. In case of machine hour method, the problem, the disadvantage what we saw is idle time of the machinery is not included while calculating depreciation. So that is one of the disadvantages. Whereas in case of depletion method, there is nothing called idle time. It is a natural resource which can be extracted and it is available to deposit which has to be extracted over the useful life of the lease. Right? So whether it extracted or not, the deposit is still going to be there. So that is the reason we are not considering the idle time, etc. here. It is a straightforward depreciation basis the total tons extracted or total quantities extracted divided by the total deposit available. Now, in case of depreciation, what will happen to the P&L? P&L first year will be 1 lakh and second year will be 5 lakhs. Third year will be 7,50,000. The total depreciation for the 3 years is 13,50,000, right? And this will be transferred to the P&L account, right? So now, hope this is clear. Now let's get into the next one. Any doubts you have on this, please send an email to me at babupriya@rediffmail.com wherein I can get this clarified. But now let's get into the most important topic in depreciation. What will happen when we sell the equipment? What will happen? Profit or let's say, I'm putting it here, profit or loss on the sale or disposition, the disposition of the asset. Profit or loss on the sale or disposition of the asset. What will happen when an asset is sold? Asset can be sold when it becomes life of the asset is over, or it can be sold when a new and upgraded machinery is purchased, so the old machinery can be disposed of, or it can be sold because the machinery has not been, so it is becoming scrap because of its non-performance, etc., or because of technological advancements, etc. There can be multiple reasons why a machinery or a plant or equipment can be disposed of, either at the end of the useful life or during the useful life of the asset, right? So the profit or loss on disposition of the asset, how it has to be treated. Let's get into this small clarity, like the purchase cost. Purchase cost, say, let's say 5 lakhs, 50,000. Okay. Depreciation at the rate of 10% for year one. Year one is 10%, means it's 50,000, right? So the end of the year balance of the asset, balance value of the asset is equal to 4,50,000 is equal to 5 lakhs minus depreciation for the year. 5 lakhs minus 50,000. 50,000. So 5,000. 5 lakhs minus 45,000 will be the value of the asset. Assume that the asset is sold. Asset is sold at the end of the year end of the year for 40,000, because due to new machinery being purchased or new asset being procured, etc., advanced machinery purchase, so this old asset is being sold. Then loss is asset value as per the books is 45,000. We are selling it at 40,000, so it is loss on sale of asset. Loss on sale of asset, because the book value is 45,000 and we are selling it for 40,000. So it is a loss on sale of asset, and this should be taken to the asset cost as loss on sale. And we will continue with this question. I will probably try to solve a couple of illustrations on this in our next session, right? Till the time, just understand the concept of depletion method and also profit or loss on sale or disposition of the asset, property, plant and equipment, etc. Right? Just in case you have any queries or clarifications, please send an email to me at babupriya@gmail.com and I'll get that clarified. Thank you, friends, and have a great day.